On April 16th, the inaugural Boats Fest tournament, which was hosted by the Tampa Bay Lightning, took place at Whitted Park in beautiful downtown St. Pete. The tournament had two divisions, a competitive one and a recreational one. The team that we put in from Fishhawk was considered a recreational one, and that is exactly the bracket that we should have been placed in. Unfortunately, in these tournaments, there's always a team or two that doesn't quite fit one or the other. And most of the time, these teams won't play up into the competition, they'll play down, meaning a competitive team will put themselves in a recreational one to dominate. So in the round robin, we played 3 games. The first 2, very competitive games. Well, the second one, we annihilated this team 10-0, but they were on even level with us as far as ability goes. That was an 8-5 victory.
8-5, yeah.
Yeah. We're up. They're getting mad. They're getting chippy. That was a blowout. So I guess 10-0. They stopped the game. That's it, boys. Hey.
Crosby wide open on the right side, and I fucked up the pass. I appreciate it. Did they mercy rule it?
Yeah, 10-0. All right, game 3. Apparently, this team's 2-0. We're 2-0. I guess they should be in a different division. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Third team we played should have been in the competitive division. They were very good. They were all skilled players, a very good goaltender. They've played competitive hockey in tournaments. Unlike the group we had, except for myself, had some inexperienced players. So when we played them in the round robin, they killed us. I think they beat us 8-0, maybe more. We may have had 2 or 3 shots on goal, if that. Period 2. I think we're down 4. We're getting totally dominated in this one. And then we played our semifinal game, which was a great rematch against the white team, which we had annihilated earlier. And I think that went down to the last shot. I think we beat them 4-3, so it was great. It's 2-1. We gave a lot of energy in that game. We make it to the finals, and now we're paired up against the team that dominated us earlier in the day. Now, for me, it was difficult because I knew we were up against it. I knew we didn't match up against them talent-wise, size-wise, and it was kind of frustrating because I also knew we had a bunch of guys back in Fishhawk who could have, should have been here with me and would have made the difference. The one guy, the big tall kid here, very talented. He can score. He scored a lot of goals, had a lot of opportunities. His size, he overmatches any of our players. We didn't have anybody that could match up with him. And he knew it. So he would, stand in front of me. That was the problem with this layout in this tournament, right? So there's no there's no line, there's no offsides, there's no center ice line. So they would have the ball at their end. He would come running down, stand in front of me. They would shoot it, and then he would just out-muscle our defenseman and win the battle and get these easy rebounds and get great opportunities to score. And, on one occasion, you'll see him. He comes right into the crease and gets it. It wasn't loose. I had it covered. It's clearly under me, and he digs it out and scores, and he yells something. So he was getting under my skin as the day was going on, and so that was even adding more frustration to the day. It's one thing to lose and get beat, but then you have an opponent who's running his mouth. I've been on teams in the past that isn't going to fly. They're not going to take that easily. He'd be dealt with. And it wouldn't continue. And unfortunately, like I said, the guys that I had, they didn't see it the same way or couldn't match up with him. There's really nothing they could do. So I tried to be the defenseman or be that guy. And, your goalie probably shouldn't be getting into, not fights, but just, trying to draw the line. That's pretty much what I was doing. And I get into a few scuffles or, behind the net. You can hear the net move a couple of times. That's because, I don't want to say playing the body on them, but just letting them know that I'm here and I'm not intimidated by them, and they're not just going to stand here and take liberties like they were. I was trying to make a stand for my team and for myself, I don't want to stand in there and get scored on easily, and I'm not okay with that. I am not okay with that. The competitive me comes out. I'm not used to getting dominated on like that and not having a team behind me to respond in some way. If they're outmatched, then let's out-muscle them. Let's not get pushed around. So being on the other side of that or being in that position is not something that I'm comfortable with or have been in often. So that's what plays out here a little bit. Thankfully, there were no fights. It never got to that. And it was only that one player, but it goes back into your memory bank. It's like, okay, maybe I'll see him down the road again and even the score somehow. In the end, we lost in the finals, and some teams would be happy with that. I wasn't. I wasn't satisfied with it. No fault to the guys that played. They played to the best of their abilities. We all did. We gave it everything we had, and we should be okay with that. But again, I don't like to be annihilated like that. I really don't. It's like showing up to a gunfight with a knife. It's Easter Sunday, and we got a low turnout, but we got a special guest with us, Michael Hussey over there. Michael and I played a little high school hockey together. There he is down there in the blue. We're going to try to beat him. Day after the tournament, somehow I actually make it to fish hockey. Obviously exhausted from the day before. It's the games. It was dealing with the heat, trying to replace all the fluids that I lost. But anyway, I showed up. It was Easter. There were not many people here at all. We just had enough to have, I think, a 3-on-3, maybe with one sub each. And my friend Michael Hussey, he and I played a little bit together at South Boston High School. Michael had a property in Orlando, so he was here this past weekend, and he made the trip over, which was like almost 2 hours to join us, and it was great to see him and catch up a little bit. I wish the conditions were better. I wish we had more players, and he got to experience what fish hockey is like on a normal weekend. This one was a holiday weekend, so it was tough. He could have used more subs. He did a lot of running, and again, the warm temperatures got to us. But hey, in the end, he scores the game winner in overtime. So he walked away a winner, and it was great to see him, great to catch up. And after that game, I was done. I was finished. I did not want to see any more hockey for a little while. I needed to rest up for next week. In episode 3, it was back to Manatee ball hockey on Friday night. And then on Sunday, my Golden Knights team tried to stay undefeated when they took on the Gray Wolves. Please hit that subscribe button in the lower right corner. Thank you for watching, and look for the next episode.